Please check your network connection.
I'm just gonna head into Creator and go to the area that I wanted in.
Yeah, definitely. But go to capture the flag, and that's for all of y'all. And go to capture the flag and go to hold, and then pick your destination. I'm having me.
So, I normally do my roleplays in Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy is where I usually put mine as well.
Wait, why someone just messaged me?
I don't know. I don't know why anybody messaged you.
No, I'm not doing it.
Is that my mic or is that your mic?
What is it doing?
It's like scratchy.
Oh no, if we can both hear it, then that's someone else's.
Okay. Hold on, don't go ahead of me yet. Let me get there first, because I'm doing a live broadcast, and I want to talk about it. So, basically, we are on capture the flag, and we are doing hold. Everybody's got their destination. Welcome back to another one of Dwayne Dickerson's Feats of Boredom. I'm just showing people how to make a capture the flag, RP, CVC, cops versus civilians map. So basically, before you want to go ahead of yourself and put down everything that you want, you got to know that there's a limit to everything that you can have. There's a memory space. So first, everybody just go to capture details at your location. Put in your title. I'm just going to make mine CVC Sandy. I don't know about that, Mike. You might have to mute yours. Description. You can just put in RP for right now because this is just your test map, you know what I mean? This is to show you how to make a map so you can make better maps later. Picture. Just take a picture of the antenna that's on top of the roof or whatever. Don't even have to be anything spectacular right now. You can go back and change that later. Search tags, put in cop, C-O-P, / oh wait, first put in, yeah, don't worry about hashtags. Just put in cop, C-O-P, then comma, and then put in versus, VERSUS, sorry about that, comma, then civilian, so people can find it, in the future. Objective text, you don't want them to see anything on the bottom. That is so annoying, but it's okay. We're just gonna get past it. Maybe I'll take it out of my ear for a minute. There we go. Anyway, so with the capture text and the return text and the recovery text, we're going to put the same 4 dots in there. We're going to go into capture text right now, and we're going to go to L1 on your controller, and when you hit L1, you're going to go between the S and the period. That's where you want to be. And you want to use your joystick, your left joystick, and go down to the period and click period up. Click L1 again and then period, and then L1 again and then period. Or if you got a keyboard, you can just type in period. And then you're going to want to go over here and push square to erase all those letters that are there. So there's just 4 periods. And then you're going to want to push R1 2 times and go to the middle and push triangle to separate them, and then push R2 to form an enter, to get there to the enter screen. And from there, you're going to want to push the 2 green dots to the right side. You'll see you have 2 green dots and 2 white dots. You can push to the right, push to the left, push to the right, push to the left, and you'll see they move. You want to put the 2 green dots on the right hand side, so the 2 white dots are on the left hand side, and then push X to save that, and X again to accept it, X again to go down to the next one. The next one, return text. You're going to do the same thing with that. So push over with L1 and have your cursor between the E and the period. And if you're on your keyboard, push period, period, period. And then go back with L1 to the E and the period and delete all the letters. And then push R1, R1. Triangle, separate them, R2. And then from here, you're going to want to leave the green 2 dots in the beginning. And then you'll see that the 2 white dots will become blue. And you're going to be fine with that. And then they're blue. And then that's good. And then come out of that, go to recovery text. Put the same 4 dots in. Dot, dot, dot. Go over there to the E in the dot. It'll erase all those letters. Push R1 twice. Push triangle to separate them. Push R2 to get that reaction. Now we're going to put those 2 green dots that are in the beginning on the right hand side where the white dots are. So push them over there. Push X. And the first 2 dots will change from white to blue. And then we got that. Push X. Go down to blimp name. And on blimp name, we're going to name it RP Ender. ENDER. RP space ENDER. Because that's going to be our RP Ender for when we want to switch teams. And then ticker name is going to be the same. RP Ender. RP ENDER. Plural text, plural ticker, same thing. RP space ENDER. And then you're good on that. Now for players, I would say you should try to get maybe like 30. So you'd push to the left and go all the way to 30. But if you're just wanting to accommodate the 16 people that you're allowed to have in your party, then you would go get 16 people. That's max players. Teams, 2 teams, cops versus civs. Time limit. Well, the time limit is tricky because you can put it on all points, which means there is no time limit, and it only it matters who turns in the end RP ticker, the RP ticker. That's called end RP, whatever. That's the only score. There's only one score, and that means basically there's no time until you turn it in. If you want the max time, that's the best way to go. Don't worry about 30 minutes, but definitely put it on 20 minutes, because after 20 minutes you would get your max money, which would be $20,000 for the winner, $10,000 for the loser. We're not really using this for a mission, but in reality, at the end of the RP, people are going to be getting paid. and that's how that would work. So we put it on 20 minutes because we got a jump between 15 to 20 minutes, and 15 minutes will only get you $13,000, but 15 minutes will get you, 16 minutes will get you $20,000. 14 minutes will get you $13,000. 16 minutes will get you $20,000. And the reason there's no 16 minutes is, I don't know, Rockstar decided to be funny and they made it 15 minutes and then skipped to 20 minutes just to be funny or whatever, because you literally have 9 minutes and then 10 minutes. You can go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Well, not 3 minutes, 5 minutes to 10 minutes, 1, 2, 3, whatever. But then it skips to 15, and then it skips to 20. It's a big mess up in my part, and their part, I think. Whatever. But anyway, 20 minutes, we'll just say we'll get you $20,000 and $10,000 for the loser. And we'll leave it on 20 minutes. It's a big fiasco, I know. Team details. Team respawn, okay. Huh? Yes, don't go ahead of us. You're going ahead of us, and you're going to have to erase your whole map and start over again, because you're not going to have the memory. Unless you've already done this before, and you know about the memory, because I'm trying to show you an easy way to make a cop versus civ map that's really quick. And then you can, modify it to your own expense afterwards. You know what I mean? Okay, so stay with me, stay with the class, and we'll get over with this. We are in team details, team respawn vehicle. Okay, so in all the games that you ever play in here, even if it's 4 teams or 3 teams, team 1 is always going to be blue, team 2 is always going to be red. Even if you are on team 2 and you see yourself as team blue and them as team red and everybody else is team red, you are always going to be team red, and everybody else is going to be their own team color. And if it's 4 teams, it's going to be teams like team blue, team red, team purple, and team green, or team green, team purple. I don't know how that goes. And if it's 3 teams, it's going to be team blue, team red, and I think team purple. But as long as it's 2 players, 2 teams, it's going to be team blue and team red. So team 1 is always team blue and team 2 is always team red. So with that in mind, to keep it really from going crazy in your mind of thinking, team 1 should always be top team and team 2 should always be civilian team, because it's blue versus red. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we're going to do is team 1, we're going to make their cars police cars. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to make my police cars as a spawn-in car the FIB car, because that's the undercover car. You know what I mean? I'm gonna exclusively have that for the respawn. When a cop dies, they come back in an FIB car, because I'm gonna have police car cruisers in front of the police station. That's what I would do if I was you. You can make it whatever police car you want, but that's what I'm going to do. It should be a police car, because we're making a CVC. And then as far as team 2, none. Leave them blank. They have no cars to come back in. When you're finished with that, go to target score and push to the right. We want 1 point for each team. That's all we're getting. Player carry limit should be 1, because that's all we're getting. Team name, team 1 should be blue coats in my favor, because I think that goes with the color, and most cops usually wear blue. And I don't know. When I think of blue coats, I think of cops. Team 2 should stay as default, and that'd be whoever's the team leader of the civilians, whatever crew they're in, that will be the name of the whole team. Wanted level, leave that off. Don't even turn it on. Don't even go to it. Just leave it off the way it is default. Come out of there. Owned weapons and player pickup weapons. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do forced pickup weapons, because I'm going to put weapons down. I'm going to show you how to put weapons down to make icons for things, whatnot. But you don't even have to have that on. You can have owned weapons, which would be the weapons that everybody owns. They'd come in with those weapons. They wouldn't be regulated weapons anymore. But if you want regulated weapons where, everybody has weapons that you say they use in that regulated area, then you would go to forced. But I'm going for forced. You can go to owned if you want, but you're still going to be putting down weapons, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, forced weapon, go to left and turn that unarmed, because that's a whole different thing. Ambient setting, we're going to go there, and time of day should be current, because it's the time of day that it is now. Whenever you leave the actual RP map that you was in, it'll be the same time that you started off in that map. Current time. Weather can be current if you want rain and stuff like that to happen, or you can just go to clear. If we were doing a zombie map or something like that, or post-apocalyptic, you would probably go to foggy, but you're doing CVC, which is basically either current or clear. I'm going to do clear for mine. Traffic, you don't want to mess that up. If you want it to be realistic, you want it to be realist as possible, so we'll go to medium high. That's medium in the areas where it's medium and high in the areas where it's high. You don't want it to be too high and everywhere. You don't want to be too medium. Like if we were doing post-apocalypse, you'd probably be on low, or nothing, Pedestrians, the same, medium high in the areas that there should be. Emergency services, I would say leave those on, just so you can get extra EMTs and fire trucks, you know what I mean? If you don't want to use that, say you just want to have 2 versions of cop cars and then 3 versions of civilian cars, you know what I mean? Or maybe 2 cop cars, 2 civilian cars, and a helicopter for the police or something like that, you know what I mean? You would want the civilians to have options to get not police cars, but fire trucks and ambulances, same with the cops, so they can summon those in by killing people or pedestrians, obviously, or blowing up tanks, starting fires, you know what I mean? And then the fire truck will come in. So you would leave that on. Lobby radio, that is pretty much wherever you want it to be. It's when you load into the game, whatever you're going to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, me and Sandy Shores, I like to go to Blaine County. What is it? Blaine County radios, because that's mainly Ron and all those Western people talking about conspiracies and stuff like that. Music type, like if you were in the city, you know what I'm saying, you'd probably want like LS radio, you know what I'm saying, the freaking hip-hop music and stuff like that. So you would go music type, you would go to urban, you know what I mean? But me, I'm going to random countryside, because it's Blaine County radio, you know what I mean? And I want that to correspond with the game itself. So gangs, you're going to turn those on just in case the people get restless, you know what I mean? The map is going to be open. They can go anywhere they want. The fastest car they'll be able to spawn in will be the bullet, obviously, because that's the fastest car that you can spawn in the game. So gangs, you want to leave that on because they tend to drive all the cars that spawn in for you that you want to spawn in, like dirt bikes over here in Blaine County and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, motorcycles over there in Stab City. They won't spawn in unless you have gangs in. Freaking motorcycles over there at wherever the Lost be over there by the casino. You know, they won't spawn in unless you have gangs on. Gangster cars won't spawn in unless you have gangs on. So we leave that on. Maximum wanted level, we'll leave that off because we're the cops. And come up out of there. First to win. You want 2 rounds because it's cops versus civs. The first team is going to be team 1, which is going to be cops. Second team is going to be civs. And then when the teams switch, it's going to be round 2. And the second people who were civs the first time get to be cops now, and vice versa. And you get it. And then there's going to be a third round, obviously, depending on how long you take it. Whatever you guys do with it, you know what I'm saying? If you turn it into a mission after a while or whatever, it's gonna be, all RPs never end well unless they're modified from the computers. Point blank. It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be better than your normal ones, but it's going to also be some chaos in there because people aren't gonna get their way, and they're used to having their way. You know what I mean? Forced view, no forced view. Remove helmets, no, leave that off, and you're good. Come up out of there and go to placement and place trigger. Everybody, you already placed your trigger? Where'd you place your trigger? Did you place your trigger yet? No? I like to place my trigger sometimes at that blue sign at the, what is it, Joshua and Marina. There's a blue sign that says Sandy Shores. But right now we're going to place it on top of the roof of wherever we're starting. We're just going to place it up there on top of the roof. Got that placed down. Push circle to come out, circle to come out, go down to save. We saved our map. Is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now go back to placement, and we're going to go to actors first. It's controversial. Most people like to start off with cars first, but actors would be the best bet because they have more memory than anything. And cars, they have the second most memory. And then props, they have the third most memory. And then pickups, they have the fourth most memory. But if we stay over here with actors, we'll be good. So when we go in actors, we're going to notice we have a cop right here. And I don't know where you're doing your map at, but I'm doing my map here in good old Sandy Shores. If you're doing your map in the city, you're probably going to want to get that first cop right there and put him down. But me, I'm going to go to cop type. I'm going to push to the left. I'm going to find a prison guard. You might want to go to there too and just get the prison guard because I am actually showing you how to make a map in Sandy Shores. You know, you can make it your own map when you want to, but the civilians, when they get killed, their respawn point is going to be the prison regardless. So you're probably going to want a prison guard. And we are going to have a prison guard with a variation type of 1. So you're going to want to go down to a variation of prisoner guard type 1 and push to the right. And you'll see he looks like a Sandy Shores cop. which is awesome because Rangers don't say anything Sandy Shores cops would, but prison guards do. They say everything a cop would. And we're going to put him down for now. We're not even going to touch his guns or his radius or anything. That's all we want is a Sandy Shores looking prison guard cop. Then we're going to go back up to category and push to the left. And we're going to get a male special. We're going to go down to type. We're going to push to the right until we find, or the left. See the security guard? He looks like a Sandy Shores cop, but he's more like a ranger. He don't say much. We're going to go until we find prisoner. Random variation is good. We're not going to mess with him. We're just going to put him down right next to the cop. That's going to be our actors in the prison. They're going to just have a little variant in the prison where, you know, if you are a cop and you go to the prison, there's going to be pretty much 18 prisoners in there going unruly, stabbing people, some of them stabbing people, some of them hitting people. Maybe one of them might have a gun, who knows. And then there's going to be 2 cops in there, you know, keeping the prisoners at bay. So when a civilian gets shot or quote-unquote arrested, he'll go to prison. Or he won't go to prison and he won't get shot and he'll just change his character and he'll go about his business. But if he wants to go to prison and he wants to do the time, he'll go to prison and then he'll have to escape those 2 officers and some of the prisoners. You know, some of the prisoners will be hostile, but most of the prisoners will be friendly and neutral to the cops. You know, neutral to the cops, but friendly to the civilians, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to come up out of actors, go to vehicles. Now for the fun part. And we're just laying people in the street, laying cars in the street, laying guns in the street right now, for right now. We're not even going to the expense of putting them where we want them. So, now that that's out of the open, we're going to go to the left until we see police. Now we're police. Now, if you like I'm saying, if you're doing a city, you're probably going to want police cruisers because it's a city. But I'm doing a sandy map, so what we're going to want is we're going to push to the left and we're going to have the sheriff's cruiser. And the color might be black, who knows. So if we want it to be a regular color, we're going to have to go to the color and go to the left and push to the random. Random is regular color. We're just going to leave it random regular color right now. And we're going to put down 1 sheriff cruiser. And next to that, we're going to go back up to type. And we're going to go to the right until we find FIB van. And we'll probably go down here to the color and we'll turn that white. So push to the right and push that. And ice white might be a better white, but right now we're just going to leave it white right now so we know it's a police truck and all that, you know what I'm saying? Put that right next to the police car. What not? Okay, now that we got emergency AI on, we don't really need to get a fire truck or an ambulance. But if you want to get a fire truck or an ambulance, all we're going to do is going to go to the right of category to services, and we're going to get yourself an ambulance. And then we're going to go down to type and push to the left until you find a fire truck, because it's quicker that way, to the left. Put down your fire truck. And for the civilian car, what I like to give them is a Hellfire. You know, we're going to go to the category and go over it until we find muscles. And when we, or start off on the Dominator and go to the right until you find the Gauntlet Hellfire. Probably the left would have been better, but whatever. It's too late now. Yeah, left probably would have been much better. Dominator. Gauntlet Classic. Gauntlet Hellfire. Alright. Change that to a random color, which would probably be red at the moment. Put that down. If you want to make 3 civilian cars instead of the ambulance and the fire truck, I endure you to do that now real quick. Just pick 3 or 2 other civilian cars that you would like, random colors. As for everybody else, when they come up out of there, push circle, and we're gonna go to, we're not gonna worry about props for right now, because props you can do on your own. That's a whole another lesson in itself. You learn how to manipulate props and rise them out of the ground and put them into the ground and twist them all around, all that sort of thing, to make them into houses or bunkers or whatever you want, you know, forts. Right now we're gonna go to pickups. So you guys should be done with your guns or what? I mean, with your cars or whatnot. Everybody done with their cars?
Yep.
Alright, and get in pickups. The first pickup we want in the category is a pistol. We want 1 pistol. We're just going to put it down right there. And then we're going to go to type. And we're going to go to the right. And we're going to get AP pistol. And we're going to put that one down right there. AP pistols for the cops, because, you know, the cops don't have machine guns to be shooting outside of cars like civilians will. That's a whole different story. We're going to go up to shotguns, and we're going to give them a pump shotgun. We're going to go over to MGs, and we're going to push to the left until you find a pistol machine gun and put that down. We're going to go up to rifles, assault rifles, and push to the left and get that Draco and push that down. We're going to go up to the categories again, and we're going to skip past all this and go straight to special. I'm going to get an armor and put that down. I'm going to go down to type and push to the right and get a health and put that down. I'm going to go to the right again and get a parachute. We're going to put that down. I'm going to go back up to category, and we're going to push to the left, and we're going to push to the left again, and we're going to go down to type, and we're going to go to tear gas. I'm going to put that down, and we're going to go to Molotov. We're going to put that down, and we're going to go to patrol can, and we're going to put that down, and then we're going to go to categories again, push to the right, melee, and we're going to go down to type and push to the right, and you're going to get to the nightstick, and you put that down, and you push to the right again until you find a switchblade, and you're going to put that down, and then you're going to go to the right again until you find flashlight. You're going to put that down, and then you should be good with those, unless you want to get a freaking pipe wrench for role-playing purposes of somebody fixing stuff. Let me put that down.
Dude, I'm gonna make a Fortnite Battle Royale.
Yeah, but not right now. Wait till we're finished, and then make a Fortnite, because there's a lot of more factors in this, and I'm just showing you. I'm showing you not from scratch. I'm showing you the loopholes around from scratch. From scratch is what you're talking about. I'm showing you loopholes around from scratch. So this is the easiest way to make a CVC RP map that you can turn into whatever you want. Period. So basically, we're in melee still. We're gonna come up out of melee and go to where to get those. Oh yeah, sniper rifle. You don't want a real sniper rifle. This is for roleplay purposes. We're gonna go to marksman rifle and put that down. That is for, what do they call the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, practicing my rights, walking around with a semi-automatic looking rifle, and you can only aim it, to shoot it. But anyway, that's our lineup, our guns and stuff, whatever. Come up out of there, put circle, go to save that. It's always good to save when you have a big thing like that, because you don't never know when something's going to go awry. Okay. Are we all with us?
Yep.
We're going to go to capture objects. This is the funny part. But I'm going to need you to stick with me. But anyway, I'm going to go to capture objects, then type, and you see a security case. Push to the left, you're going to see a laptop. Push to the left again, you're going to see a cocaine, small bag of cocaine. Push to the left again, you're going to see a box. It's just a random box. Who knows what's in it? And push to the left again, you'll see Impotent Rage Man. I think they had ecstasy in there. You might be too young to know what ecstasy is, but it's something like cocaine. Anyway, and meth. Push to the left again, you got a weed bucket. Push to the left again, you got a meth bag, which we was just talking about. Push to the left again, we got I would have to say that's about a quarter pound of weed. Yeah, that's about maybe $400, $500. Push to the left again, you got a brick of cocaine, pure Colombian, China white. Push to the left again, you got a weapons case. You can put anything in there, really. Push to the left again, you got the American flag. Push to the left again, you're at a duffel bag. It's not like our duffel bags, but it was the first duffel bag made for the game. It was terrible. They need to update that. Push to the left again, you got a money bag, in case you want to rob a bank or something. Push to the left again, you're back at the security case. We're going to push to the right twice and go back to the flag. And we're going to use that as the RP ender. We're going to put it on top of the roof of the police station. If you're starting at the police station, that's where we're going to put that. And we're going to come out of there, push circle. That's done with. Next, we are going to have our team capture points. Team capture points we're going to put on top of the roof as well, because that's where it starts and that's where the ender is. We're going to make it as simple as pie. I mean, if you were doing a mission, you might want to put it far away from each other. If you're doing some tricky stuff, you might want to put it far away from each other. We're just doing an RP map. It's close. It's to the point. Don't need nobody going nowhere. And we don't need nobody turning it in on purpose and kick those people out for FRPing. Anyway, I'm going to put blue on one side of the roof. And then switch teams to 2, the red, and put that on the other side of the team, the roof there, blah blah blah. Come up out of there. Team start points, we're going to keep that legit, but we're going to start off, we'll start off with team 1, whatever. We're going to put them on the opposite side of the police station and push R1 or L1 to switch their direction. So we're going to face them toward the police station on the opposite side of the police station. Just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 15. Who wants to hear me talk about the numbers? You know how to count. All the way to 15. And then we're going to hold down R2. Not R2, L2, because R2 helps you go closer. And we're going to get it further away. And then we're going to look at the airport. And then we're going to hold down triangle and push R2 and forward, and we're going to be at the airport, probably stuck in a wall. Have to push L2 to come up out of there, and we're going to push team 2 on. We're going to put team 2 on, and we're going to start them in front of the hangar, obviously, because that's legit. Facing outward. Put them down. 1, 265. They probably will have to be doubled in front of each other. Good stuff, good stuff. And one more, just in case we have 15 people in here. 30 people in here. I'm going to come up out of there, and we're going to go to lobby camera, and we're just going to click on that. It's going to take us back to the beginning, because that's where the start point is. The lobby camera always happens to be in the radius of the I forgot what it's called. Let's go ahead. The place trigger. The place trigger and the lobby camera go hand in hand. So wherever the place trigger is, that's where you want the lobby camera. That's when people are in the lobby, they're joining the mission, and they're all right there. That's what they're going to see. We're just going to take a picture of anything right now. It doesn't matter, because we're going to come up out of there, go to save, and you'll see tests. You're going to be tempted to push test. You're not going to push test. You're going to save. You're going to save. Everybody save. And take a 2-second break to get a drink. Go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom, and we'll reconvene as soon as you guys come back, and we're all back. All right? All right. Hurry up.
By the way, guys, I wasn't making anything
And I can't lie, I wasn't.
I literally just made a whole zombie apocalypse map.
I wasn't doing it because I couldn't sign in the first place, so I was just doing something else. And now I'm signed in, so now I'm just making my own little thing. Hey, but isn't he life code? Wait, he's recording it, so he's gonna find out anyways now. He asked us, is it fine if he uses the voices? So I'm guessing. Maybe like some of them, like the Warzone thingy, not the Warzone. Those vehicles they can upgrade and then like race with them, like add weapons to them, those ones. It's like you can make them lipstick.
And I'm back.
Thank you.
Anybody else back? Everybody else back?
Everybody's back.
Alright. Let's get back into it. Back to placement. Now that we have the objective, which is the RP Ender. Say what? Oh, okay. Now that we have the objective, which is the RP Ender, in its objective place, which is on top of the roof, because this is roleplay, and that's where it's going to be, at the main safe base. Like if you were playing tag or hide and go seek, that'd be safe. That'd be base safe. And the turn-in points right here with the Ender, that's all out of the way. And the spawn points all out of the way. You dig? Now, as far as team respawn areas go, police respawn wherever they die, pretty much in that area, wherever they die, in a police car. So we don't need to worry about having them a team respawn area. But civilians, they are going to be over at the prison. So if you're at Sandy Shores, you're going to want to turn around to the satellites and fly with the triangle over there as fast as you can to this is going to take a brief second in the broadcast because I had to show you guys a picture real quick. So I'll just get it out of the way. Don't worry about the second picture right now, though. So we're going to put civilian start point right here in this gate area because they can easily just come through this gate right here.
Yes.
And then they can go right through this gate right here and that gate right there, and they're out. And that's the time they spent. That's time spent in role play, I would think. So, where am I? Gain my bearings. Okay. Put them right there. Glue. And we're done with that. Push circle. Come up out of there. And we're going to go to... We're going to start this off nice. We're going to go back to Sandy Shores or wherever we are at, you know. Hopefully Sandy Shores with me. And we are going to go with the police cars first. Is it the police cars? No, not the police cars, because that's the easy one. And the actors is the easy one. We're going to go with the icons first. We're going to go with the icons, so everybody go to pickups. And when we're on pickups, we're first going to do the gas stations. Now, seeing how we're only doing a video for Sandy Shores, we're only going to do the 4 gas stations that matter in Sandy Shores. But if you're doing them somewhere else, you know where there's a gas station that you want police to meet up at, that's where we're going to go with it. So take your cursor, even if it's a sniper rifle or whatever, and hover it over the gas tank, the patrol can, and push X for exit, edit, and you'll have the patrol can with you. Now, if you're not on an icon, it won't say edit. It'll say place down. But if you already had an icon on you, if you already had an icon in your hand, it'll just say place. It won't say edit. It'll be red like this. But like, if you were to push circle right now and put that back, and you were to come over here to the other icons, it would say edit. But it would also say place by itself with it not being on there. That's how you know you have something in your hands. Okay, so go back to the petroleum can and pick it up again, edit. And we're going to go to this first gas station over here to the right. And we're going to look at the most far spaced apart gas pumps. It has a little pole right there. I'm going to put it right there to the middle of the pole and the gas pump. Make sure it's off the concrete and sitting on top of the red beam. We're going to go to our second gas. Push start, you know. Push X and scroll over on the map to the West Coast Customs or Los Santos Customs over there on 68, where there's a gas station there. And we're going to put one over there in the front there, just to line it up pretty much with that. No matter how you look at it, it's going to move the same direction. But, you know, when you see it, it's going to be like sitting straight up pretty much. And then push start, push X, scroll down that street to the intersection to the left. There's a gas station over there. And it's right here. It's got a garage sign on it, on one of the awnings over here. And put it in front of these two red beams right there, those two red poles, and the little bit of grass right area right there. Push start. And push X. And the fourth one, you might be asking yourself, where's the fourth one? Well, it could pretty much be wherever you want it to be. I'm just giving you the basis of the three ones that everybody knows. Like over here at Liquor Ace, there's a car wash place, but it says you can get gas. You could put one over there if you want, but it's not really a gas station. But you can act like it's a gas station. It's a car wash, you know. You put one over there. You can push start and go up here to Grapeseed, and over here by where this stream is at the corner left hand side, there's a little convenience store that looks like it could be a gas station. If you want them to be able to go to Grapeseed or whatever and hide out or something, you might want to let the cops know that, you know, that's a gas station over there. So you put a gas station pump over there, you know what I'm saying? As far as that, we're just going to go back over here to the rest of the lineup, pickup lineup, just in Sandy, and move on right along to the next icon, which is going to be the parachute. And we're going to go over here to the parachute because we have nothing in our hands, so we just got a copy of what we had last in our hands. So we're going to go over here to the parachute, hover over it, push edit, get the parachute. 2, we're going to go back to Grapeseed Airport, you know what I'm saying? Freaking put an airplane, put a parachute at the beginning of the airport, you know, maybe at the hangar, in the hangar, next to the freaking trailer. It doesn't really matter, just it needs to be in the beginning of the airport, you know what I mean? You might want to put one over here at the army base, who knows, because gangs are on. That means the army base is going to be open and the army is going to be lit. There are going to be army men over here, there are planes over here and stuff. You can come over here and get some planes if you want. They're not going to shoot you. Ain't nobody going to be no cops on, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely want to put the body armor somewhere where they can pick it up if they don't have any. And Toxic left, so he's probably done. So I'm gonna put mine over here where you get the jets, you know what I mean? And put the third one over here at Sandy Airport. Unless you're gonna make it a big map, then you know where all the airports are. Here's another one, we know, but we're not going to Los Santos. And then let's go back to the map and go back to the pickup lineup. Back at the pickup lineup, we are going to hover over the health packet. And we're going to pick up the health packet X. And we're going to put this in front of our hospital, our Sandy Shores Medical Center. Maybe we'll put one in the back too. Who knows? Let's just give them an option of getting healthy. Who knows? We might also put one over here at the store, because it's a convenience store. Make it into food. You know what I mean? Or over here at the freaking hot dog stand. Put one. You know? And Mike left too. I think this is too much for him. Who's with me still? Anybody? Anybody? I think I lost my class. It's too much. Too much. Yeah. And he left. Well, you know, as they say, the show must go on. and I'm still Maximus. You joined late. You joined late. All three of them left. I was doing a class. I'm still doing a class. I'm doing a live broadcast teaching how to make an RP map. And they left like they thought they knew it. I guess they knew how to do it after I showed them how to put the stuff down. They just knew what they wanted to do, and they're like, I don't need you no more. I hadn't surpassed the master. I ain't even teach them everything yet, you know what I mean? But whatever. You could stay in here if you just want to be in here, hear me talking to myself, I guess. We're going to pick up this body armor over here. Back at the pickup lineup. And we're going to put that at the ammunition store. Because that's where we want them to go to get body armor. That and at the police station to represent the police station. So, one over there for now, and one over here. We're going to put this one right here though. Now we got, excuse this Molotov bottle right here. It's the fire department. It's the only icon that everybody knows is a Molotov bottle because it's the shape of a bottle. And Maximus left the party. It's okay. I'm just gonna leave the party too. So give me a minute. It doesn't matter because the show must go on. Anyway, so we got all these guns left. And that, and these things. We're gonna go and do the RP ones first. So we're gonna use this marksman rifle. Scroll out. We're gonna come over here to Ron and Trevor's house. And we're gonna push the interaction button. And we're gonna go down to the ground as a ugly girl, apparently. I'm gonna walk up in here and push down on the D-pad, and we're gonna put this gun right here so they know to come up in here and get that. You know what I mean? We come running up out of here and push the interaction button again. We're gonna be up in the sky. It's much faster that I could do this now. Next, you get this. You're going to pick that up. It's a pipe wrench. And we're going to take it over here to the junkyard. Bam, put one right here. Right? I'm going to take the other one down here. And we're going to put it over here. I'm kind of hungry. So I'm going to probably start munching on some chips. And put one right here. Right? And then probably, I don't know if this one will open over here, because in game it acts differently than it does in testing mode. And if this is the case, then we can do repairs in here too, right? So I don't really want to put this in here and be like, oh, you can't get it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I should probably do that over here, because that makes sense. It makes more sense than in there like that. And not in here, and not technically in here, but technically in here. Like bam, I could put it in there, and when I leave and it closes, and bam, it's technically somewhat there. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's still RP, regardless of the fact. Yeah, fills Miss Snaggle. And of course my controller's stupid. Anyway. So, next we want to get this knife and we want to take it to the airport where they start have them fight over a knife. Feel me? We want to come and get this Draco and take that punk to Stab City. With gangs being on, you can take whatever gun they were holding. So if you go to this military base, there'll already be guns in their hands that you can take and use as your own. Oh yeah. Take this gun here. Take it to the ammunition store here. Yeah. Oh, this gun right here. Over here. Wait. I had a better idea. Let's let them take it all the way up here to get that gun. No. And that's done. Save it. As far as these guys go, let me show you. Got us a prisoner. Got us a prisoner. That's random. Not type 3, not type 1, not type 2. All of them. Accuracy. You get a little extra low. Weapon. Knife. Aggressive. Idle. Stand guard. Respawn. Unlimited. Relationship. Neutral, neutral. On about 40 meters. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, you don't mess with me, I won't mess with you type brothers, right? Unarmed guys, right? Who are extra high, pretty much 100%. And they are hostile, friendly. Right. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I fucked that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 15, 16. Let's give this one its knife back. And then this last one here, I'm gonna give a gun. And make him hostile. And oh, we'll make him the black guy. It's gonna be the black guy this time. But we're gonna hit him on the opposite of this gate here. Yeah. This guy, on the other hand, is going to have 100% accuracy and a pump shotgun and stationary and aggressive and idle, standing guard. Now let's say mobile phone, respawn, unlimited, relationship, friendly, and neutral. What in the flying fuck first? Flibbergisted. Okay, he's gone then. Good stuff. That's making a little bit more sense. Doing it individually. Okay, so this guy here apparently is okay. I'm just gonna leave him like that. And hopefully it's all good, right? Works for me. Save that up. Last but not least, yeah. Last but not least, set them cars up. So we're just gonna go down here to vehicles, and we're gonna pick this car up because we have no car in our hand. We just got the copy of the last car, and we're going to take it over here. Actually, we're gonna take this one over here. We're not gonna give them a good car. We're just gonna have it here for Cletus, or whoever decides to be this guy, as soon as they freaking come and see this car and they get in it, they're gonna open the garage and they're gonna see the gun. And we're gonna be like, oh, nice. Yeah. And then I'm gonna come over here, crack my knuckle, pick up this fire truck, take it down the street over yonder. Little extra protection there. Bulletproof tires. Team restriction. Restricted to player 2. Actually, no, because they can be civilians, firefighters too. Anyway, we'll just do that on the cop cars. So, fire truck. Fire truck. Pick that ambulance up. Ambulance. And an ambulance. That's good enough. Get some some trucks here. You know, you want to change the color. Actually, let's find that one white first. Ice white, I believe it is. There it is, matte ice white. See how much clear it is. And we're gonna go like this. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. Oh, I messed that up already. Durr. Team restrictions. Bulletproof armor. The bulletproof is the only thing you have to keep on doing. I'm gonna put one over here, but we're gonna change this color in a minute. So we're not putting no bulletproof on it. Yeah. And then this one here. Get 3. Restriction. Oops. Just checking. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Now from here, you might want to go and make a firefighter car. So, throw up, what's it this way? It's not matte red, but grace red? No, it's matte red. Yeah, it's matte red. I got matte red one here. You know. And then maybe you want some special units. You know. So you go and get you some dark blues. And maybe just one black. You know? And then come back over here to this guy. And make him blue. Part of the special unit. And then we're good. And you come up out of that and you save that. And then you go test that. Team 2 players, Team 2 first. Always girl characters, weird. You got traffic going. I just ran past that knife. Don't need it. Oh, I forgot about that fucking gas station right there. I forgot about that gas station right there. Can't forget about that gas station, right? So save that. Yeah. That looks natural.
Holy shit!
What's gonna be crazy is
You motherfucker!
that and Team 2 when they come after me. Oh wait, they're not coming after me. This isn't King of the Hill. And of course this one's easier. easierest. Of course, everything works. I don't have to test none of that. Save. I mean, who made this? Honestly. Publish. And exit. And that's that. So, us